Hey everyone, I came out here today to do some more fire by friction practice. Shock horror! Now I've been doing a lot of experimentation and trying new things to advance my abilities with friction fire. I've ditched using a shell and started using a bearing block that I carved. I started using cordage that is just the trimming from my shirt as opposed to paracord, in case, just in case I didn't have some paracord with me. I'd probably be wearing a shirt. So I've got that. And I'm experimenting with different materials for the actual friction fire. Today I want to show me doing one with a grass tree spindle and a grass tree baseboard. But the thing I'm focusing on today is trying to improve technique. Now I'm in no position to start telling other people how to do Bowdril in terms of the actual technique, because, well, yes, I can get an ember, but when I do a friction fire to get an ember, typically I get that ember through brute force. I mean, yes, I'm not exactly tiny. I've got quite a bit of upper body strength. Now, I can physically muscle through it. But what if I've got low blood sugar? Yeah, even if I'm all big and muscly, if there's nothing to fuel those muscles, I'm in a world of hurt, which is something I've learnt through experience. When you got low blood sugar, it just really takes it out of you. And yes, I have tried to do fire by friction using muscle power with low blood sugar. So what I'm trying to work on today is to try and use a better method. See, people have commented that you can do friction fire by keeping your arm relatively straight and just swinging it back and forth. So you're not going like that, you're going like that. And I am told that there's a much more energy efficient way of doing a Bowdril fire. So that's what I'm out here today to practice. Hope you enjoy the footage. For base mod, using another piece of grass tree. So it's going to be grass tree on grass tree though. This piece was harvested ages ago. This piece was harvested today. Really carve that into shape. I won't pay too much attention to carving the tip. It's a soft, pithy center. It'll just wear down super fast anyway. I'm not going to a fine point because it's gonna be gone pretty much instantly anyway. So let's put something in there to help lubricate. Like these should do. I hope that's deep enough to carve in. Let's give it a shot. And there we go. We have a massive coal. Don't know where the sweet point is for resolution, but there's definitely a coal in there. That's not even in a bird's nest. I could probably put that into a bird's nest, blow it in the flame, but I don't want to take it that far because I want to walk back to my car and get my dry bag, because I like to have my dry bag full of water ready before I start any fires, and I have to walk back to the car and get it. So I'd say that's a definite success. So before I get my ember, I better make a bird's nest. So got myself a longer bit of paper bark. This really good tinder. This one in particular is just really, really soft. It's almost like tissue paper. It is just, oh, this is about as good as paper bark can get, unless you're using really stringy stuff, in which case that is good in a different way. But you get the really papery type like this, this is really good stuff. See, some paper barks are really stringy, whereas there's this one which is just lots and lots of super thin membranes. This is also very good tinder. So, got this. This is going to be the outer part of our bird's nest. So, wrap it around in a donut shape, but it's kind of like a funnel. Now here's some of the stringy paper bark. This has got lots of long, stringy fibers. We've got this type, which is made up of lots of layers. Well, of course they're all made up of lots of layers, but you notice there just doesn't seem to be stringy fibers like in this really stringy paper bark. But what it does have is super thin walls of, it's like super thin paper. And that's what we're making the outside of it from. This is really good stuff. But I've got a nice big sheet of that, so I'm using that for the outside. For the inside, where we're going to actually put the coal, I've got stringy paper bark. Notice how it's got all of these long fibers running through it. This is the stringy stuff. Now when you get this together and you twist it like that, you break apart those fibers. And we're going to do that to make a mass of broken up fibers to stuff inside of our bird's nest, and that's where we're going to drop the ember. Got my bird's nest in a bit of a funnel. Really stringy paper bark. Let's see how much more of this is got. Yep, that's stringy stuff. It's really dry. It just breaks apart and just, oh. Tiny, tiny little frayed out bark fibers. This stuff is awesome. So I've got that there. There's my bird's nest. There's my tinder bud, all ready to get my ember. My base board today is a piece of grass tree stalk. This is a piece I just harvested today. Both the spindle and the half board were harvested today. Ow. Ow. Damn, I've got to stop. Okay, seriously. I do my fire by friction practice here because it's rocks and stuff, so I'm not going to catch stuff on fire. But man, is it not nice on the knees. Put this up where it's dry and mash some leaves into my bearing block. This will help to lubricate it. These nice oily ones. Time to start burning this socket in. I've already carved out a notch. Hopefully it's deep enough, but we'll find out, won't we? Looks like it was. Right, so I'll cut that in. So, cut the notch in. Oh! Did you see that? Oh man, that sucks. Just busted that whole chunk out. Oh, now I've got to start all over again. Alright, so burnt out, carved a new one. Saved you the trouble of watching me do it all again. Go. think I already have one. Silly me. And I just bumped it. Nope, it's still going fine. Ta-da! There is fire by friction. Now, put it in the hole, and enough of that. Because I'm not building a full fire today, I'm just practicing. Awesome, that was a fire by friction using a baseboard and spindle harvested today from grass tree. All natural tinder. No char cloth or anything added to it to help it out. Done very easily with the string made from part of a shirt and a bearing block made of wood. So I reckon that's pretty alright. In fact, it's even good enough to celebrate with a didgeridoo solo! Well, that was random. Surprise ending!